Hi everyone, I am Cikgu Wong Shiew Ching from SMK Chung, Bintangor, Sarawak. I am Guru Cemerlang Biology. So this is my model. My 3D model is about toilet. So I use it to teach Form 4 Biology Chapter 5 Enzyme. So let's go to the toilet. Okay. The objective of this model is to guide the student to state at least 2 general characteristics of enzyme, and to guide the student to explain the effect of substrate concentration on the rate of enzyme reaction. Okay, so toilet represent enzyme, student represent substrate. So during the recess, all the students will rush to the toilet. We can see the student will go to the toilet one by one. So the first student will enter the toilet number 1, and the second student will enter the toilet number 2. So now there are 5 toilets here. Okay, so this means that the substrate will bind to the enzyme one by one. Okay, so when all the students start to occupy all the 5 toilets, means that all the active site of the enzyme already being saturated by the substrates. So from the graph here, we can see that when the concentration of the substrate increase, the rate of the enzymatic reaction also increase. Means that when the students start to enter the toilet one by one, the substrate also start to enter the enzyme one by one. So the rate of the reaction will increase until the substrate number 5, and then it will remain constant because the rate of the reaction already reached maximum. So now we can ask the student how we can increase the rate of enzymatic reaction. Since the toilet number only 5 here, so the answer sure is to increase the number of toilet. So now we increase the number of toilet. Toilet number 6. So sure, more students can enter the toilet. So now more students can enter. When more students will enter the toilet, means that the rate of the enzymatic reaction also increase here. So from here, the student will understand that the enzyme concentration, the number of the toilet, is the limiting factor that determines the rate of the enzymatic reaction. So normally, the male students, during the demonstration, the male students will ask, "Teacher, why you only build the toilet for the female students? There is no toilet for the male students, is it?" So my answer is, okay, try to relate the toilet, the type of the toilet, with the characteristic of the enzyme. The enzyme reaction is very specific. Means that the female can only go to the female toilet, and then the male can only go to the male toilet, right? So we can explain the characteristic. We can relate the characteristic enzyme to the type of toilet. Okay, so now after the students use the toilet, the toilet sure can be reused again, right? So means that the enzyme can be reused after the reaction. The enzyme will not be damaged after the reaction. So the enzyme only required in a small quantities only, because it can be reusable.
Good morning everyone. As we can all see here, this is the rate of reaction of the enzyme against the substrate concentration. And we can see at this specific point what happened. Look at this straight line. The enzyme reaction stopped. So how can we explain this situation? By the time, yes, let us demonstrate this very wonderful masterpiece creative creation about the toilet, how it stimulates the enzyme reaction. So first of all, we have the toilet, which in other terms is the enzyme needed in the reaction, and we have the students, which is the substrate needed by the enzyme for the reaction. So as you can see, each student can head into a toilet. Yes. 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 Wait a second, give me a moment here. So by putting the putting the students into the toilet, we can see that the substrate, they are actively binding into the active site of the enzyme. So at some point, the toilet will be limited. So there will be not enough toilet for all the students, which in other terms means that there will be not enough enzyme for the substrate to undergo reaction. So at this situation, what should we do? Valentine, demonstrate for me, what should we do?
So we're going to add the number of toilet, which means we are going to add the concentration of enzyme.
Yeah, we're going to increase the concentration of enzyme. So with that, we can put in more substrate. So through this very wonderful experiment, we can acknowledge a lot of characteristics about the enzyme, including the enzymes are very specific, including
Enzymes are reusable.
enzymes are reusable, including including enzymes won't be destroyed throughout the reaction. So this is a very good, very innovative and very creative experiment. And we like it a lot, right, Valentine?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all from me today. That's all from us today. Thank you.
Okay, so from my model here, the student can learn about the enzyme in a very fun way. And then they can easily remember the concept of the enzyme as they use the toilet many times a day. So finally, the objective of my lesson will achieve. So I hope my sharing can benefit all the students and teachers. That's all of my presentation today. Thank you for your attentive listening.